Could you stitch or duet this? And
I hear you. It can differ from person to person, obviously, but folks with ADHD or any kind of neurodivergency seem to struggle with a lot of societal norms, and this can often be because they don't exactly make sense. They're not exactly logical, they don't seem to serve any real purpose, they're just tradition, something that's come through the culture, something that's done that way because it's always been done that way, and we can see a better way of doing it, and why isn't it being done that way? When it comes to our kids and the way we parent, I personally find that there is a lot of issue around the expectations of society. There are things you're supposed to tell your kids off for that you don't agree with, or at least I don't agree with, and I find funny. And it's really hard enforcing rules that I don't agree with and I think are ridiculous. Though your point about them doing something dangerous, I think it really depends on what it is. Yes, there's definitely some things that I would find funny, or some things that I'd just be more relieved that they're okay, and I wouldn't be annoyed at them, so I'd have a talk with them. But yeah, I mean, I need a bit more context for the sorts of things you're talking about. But yes, there are things that I definitely find funny that maybe I shouldn't. And there are definitely things my kids do that make me angry. If you're talking about trivial things in the things that, like, the kids do that made you explode, that could be for any number of reasons. It could have been something in your life, something else that's going on around you in your surroundings, or some form of sensitivity that's going on. It might not actually be that thing, or that trivial thing just could be a trigger for you. Folks with ADHD have troubles with emotional regulation, so it can make our reactions to things a bit more extreme when we do react, especially if you find something has triggered you. We also suffer with rejection sensitivity, so if that had anything to play, that combined with the emotional dysregulation could be quite explosive. We can also be hypersensitive to our surroundings and other things that are going on. So it could just be at that time you were feeling a bit anxious, stressed, under the cosh for different reasons, and it just happened to be that these trivial things gave you a focus. So, without more detail, yeah, it could be any or all of those things that I've just mentioned. And the flip side is there are going to be times when you seem to underreact completely as well. My wife sometimes tells me that I'm either, completely passionate about something, or a drama queen, or I seem to not care. And whilst, yeah, okay, maybe sometimes I don't really care, a lot of the time it's just because I'm not passionate about it that I'm easygoing, and that comes across as me not caring. Or it could be down to decision paralysis too, but that's another story.